iOS is a ripoff of Android? A wedding gone tasty? And do you want to hear a joke about a piece of paper? All that and more on this episode of the Fat and Happy Show, everybody. Let's get to it. Hello and welcome back, everyone, to the Fat and Happy Show. Come on in, take off your pants and have yourself a bowl of cereal. Where today I actually have milk for the baby, but we also got some stuff to cover. Start off with, let's go ahead and do the holidays of today, where we're going to go ahead and start off with the first day of fall. Why do they call it fall? Well, because the leaves start to fall, temperatures start to fall, and maybe, just maybe, if you go out and vote, the fall of Donald Trump. Speaking of that, it is also voter registration day, where this is basically the day of where you're supposed to go register to vote. Why? I don't know. And lastly, it's white chocolate day. But the real question on my mind is, where's dark chocolate day? And now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and have a little bit of good news, bad news. Where the good news of today is, of course, that iOS 14 came out for the iPhones, also known as the better Android update. Let's just admit it, people. Apple will take everything that every other company does and does it better. Just how it works. With the addition of widgets and customizing your home screen to whatever the heck you want, it's taking the world by storm with a bunch of new memes and a bunch of new themes as people keep on trying to outdo each other with their creativity. When will I take part in this? When they release 1.14.1, because of course there's going to be bugs and there's going to be security issues. Now for the bad news of today, where there's a wedding out there that is going to give you better food for a better gift. That's right, there are 4 tiers to this wedding. If you have a gift from $0 to $250, you have the choice between swordfish or roasted chicken. $250 to $500 will get you sliced steak or poached salmon. $500 to $1,000 will get you a lobster tail or filet mignon. And then for $1,000 or more, you'll have the option between 2-pound lobster, a vegetarian option, but you also get a souvenir goblet. As I imagine most people are thinking that this is absolutely ridiculous. The amount of food that you are getting and the quality of the food that you're getting is based on the gift that you give, and at prices that high? Who do these people think they are? But let me propose a solution to this. Buy them lottery tickets, because they'll get screwed out in the end. I got you $250 worth of lottery tickets, and once you scratch them all off, you are only going to walk away with maybe $100. I win. Let that teach them to be greedy. But now let's get into the dad joke of the day, where, of course, it is just a simple question. You want to hear a joke about paper? Never mind. It's terrible. Crappy dad jokes are just going to be a staple of this show. They're never going away. And now for our Did You Know fact of the day. Did you know that birds need gravity to swallow? And you know what that means, right? It means that they put a bird up in space and it choked. That's what it means. It means that they fed or gave a drink to a bird in space and the damn thing choked. Science. Anyways, let's get to the 2 cents moment of the day. Now is the part of the show where Kyle gives his 2 cents. I think people often think of like a major government conspiracy as pigeons, because we've never seen a baby pigeon before. Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? I doubt it. Because everyone knows the government is just making pigeons and that they're secret surveillance cameras. But I say otherwise. But I say you've never seen an image of a baby pigeon because the damn things are ugly. Look at them. They're freaking ugly. Who wants to look at that in the morning? Who wants to look at that before bed? That thing right there is going to be uglier than any evening after Taco Bell, okay? That thing is way uglier. So next time you ask yourself, why haven't I seen something? Don't look it up. Just don't question it, because you'll regret it. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of the Fat and Happy Show coming back. Now, there's music, and there's differences between what the show was and what it is now. There's minor differences. I was hoping to do new graphics and stuff like that and really make it woo, but I spent so much time trying to figure out what I wanted that by the time I figured out what I wanted, it was a little late. So the show is going to remain basically the same for the most part, but I'm killing the monologue. If you look at the stats, like most people just turn away unless you actually care. If you actually care about stats in these videos, stick around. If you don't, just cut off here. There's nothing more entertaining. No more jokes, no more nothing. Bye, love you. But for those who do care about the stats, basically people were cutting out after 2.5 minutes. Okay? 2.5 minutes in, they're done. So what I'm finding is that majority of people cut off during the monologue, and no one cares about the monologue. So I got to kill it. So we just cut the shit, go straight into it. That's how the show needs to be. So the monologue's dead, and we're starting it off with headlines of what's going to be in the show. Quick prequel to what you're going to be seeing. And we're going to have, of course, the new audio elements coming into this. It took me forever to freaking find some stuff that was royalty free, so that way I don't have to pay people for stuff. But yeah, it was it was an experience of trying to figure out, what do I want to do to the show? What can I do to make this thing better? And hopefully this helps to make it a bit better. I think it's also going to shorten the show down quite a bit. Of course, this part is not going to be in the future episodes. There might be a little minor talking part, but that would be about it. I'm just putting this on here so that way anyone who wants to know what's going on knows what's going on. But yeah, so pet photo can still definitely be a thing if people have pet photos to share. But for right now, that's pretty much going to be what the show's going to be like for the changes. It's going to have the audio elements now. It's going to have I believe that I'm going to be adding new audience elements as well. And then basically that new intro. And we're going to see how things go from here. If things keep going good, sweet. Then I will not change a damn thing. I will keep going with what the formula works. But if things aren't going good, then gotta figure out what's going on. Because I want this show to gain momentum. I don't want it to go backwards. But if I'm going to do it daily, I got to keep it simple, which means I can't add too many new elements. I can keep the sidebar and stuff like that. But it's really, really tough to do this on a daily thing with the time that I have to work with. So hopefully this works. It's nice and fun. Fingers crossed. But we'll see. But that is going to do it for today's episode of the Fat and Happy Show, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for a wonderful Wednesday. Good night.